And I'm down here on the Playa de Palma. I'm checking out Can Pastilla this evening, and you may well remember that I did have a comment on the YouTube channel just a couple of weeks ago from a viewer who said they had talked to the bar and restaurant owners over here saying that, well, business was slow and there weren't very many people out and about in the resort. So I'm over here in August. We're going to turn the camera around. We're going to see what Can Pastilla is like tonight. And as a bonus, I've actually just been filming down some of the back streets here. I'm going to show you where the locals go, but that's going to be in a separate video. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already to catch that. But in the meantime, let's turn the camera around. Let's check out Can Pastilla tonight. And you can see our location here, just really nearby the airport. We can just see a plane taking off. And the sun has just set as well. It's a shame I didn't catch a sunset this evening, but I had been distracted by filming down these back streets right in the heart of Can Pastilla to show you some great little restaurants and eateries as well if you're coming over here on holiday. Anyway, let's take a quick walk through Can Pastilla, and we're going to head back along the waterfront in a little while. But for now, let's take a walk through the resort. Now, I'm right behind the beach here. You can still see that we've got plenty of people on the beach. Lifeguard service has finished this evening. It's currently approaching 8:30, but let's take a look down the waterfront. And I don't think it's looking too dead or too quiet this evening. Got plenty of people out and about. Temperatures have cooled though. It is now a very balmy 28 degrees. As I said, I'm filming this as we're heading on into the middle of August. Let's take one more look at the beach as well before we head off. Look in the direction of the Playa de Palma. Now I am also going to go and film over in the Playa de Palma this evening down in El Arenal. I can hardly wait. But in the meantime, let's have a quick look around this area in Can Pastilla. So we're just looking up the waterfront here, and I'm right in front of the KFC. Of course, you've got all the fast food places. You've got plenty of waterside restaurants here, but we're going to quickly dive around the back here. Let's have a quick look around the back of the KFC, because I do know that they have a few restaurants, maybe a bar around here too. And look, I've just come up towards the Manchester pub. But anyway, look, this looks pretty good. Look, the FA Community Shield, Liverpool versus Crystal Palace on Sunday, live. So they do sports here, and there are quite a few people in as well. Fantastic. Look, it's a proper pub. I do hear some Spanish in there though, as well though. But anyway, let's just walk around this area too. Look, we've got Marcelo's restaurant and bar. And we've got the Pizzeria Dolce Vita to my right hand side. A few people there, not looking particularly busy. Like I said, it's 8:30 at the moment. Look, paellas and mariscos, seafood and meat as well. But anyway, let's start heading down. Oh, this does look like a really nice little friendly pub. I'm just going to pop in as well. So I'm just talking to Sylvia and Billy, and you guys have been coming here for how long?
Altogether, 40 years.
40 years? And why do you like Can Pastilla?
Mallorca or Can Pastilla?
Okay, why do you like Mallorca?
It's just the best island in the world.
It's the best island in the world. Been put off by any of the protests or anything like that?
No.
And everyone here is as welcoming as they normally are?
Yeah.
And really friendly. And what do you think of this pub as well? It's a bit of a good find down here.
Yeah, we always come in here.
You always come in here?
We always end up in here. Well, we're from Liverpool and he's from Manchester. They're supposed to race each other, but we don't really.
Yeah, oh, bless. Anyway, it's brilliant to talk to you. Thanks very much.
Okay.
I'll see you soon. And do you know what? They're so nice in here. They've just bought me a drink. I only want a tonic water because I am working, but what lovely people over here in the Manchester pub. And half an hour later, I had a really lovely chat in there actually. Darren is one of the guys behind the bar, lovely guy from Manchester. Had a really nice chat to some holidaymakers as well who are over. Like they said, they've been coming here for 40 years and nothing's going to put them off coming back over here to Can Pastilla, and they absolutely love this area of the island. Now look, we can see the sun has gone down, but we're going to keep walking. Let's keep walking along. I've got to go back in the direction of my car. A fab little pub there. Really, really nice and super friendly. Super friendly. And look, we can see the people here streaming along the waterfront. So we're just coming into the resort centre here. It is currently 9:20. Let's keep heading around. I can hear a real mix of accents down here in Can Pastilla this evening. As Darren was saying as well, he does get quite a few Brits coming through his pub every summer. As you know, the Playa de Palma is more attractive to German holidaymakers, and you do get more of a British market down this side of the Playa de Palma. And goodness me, look at the moon tonight. So you can just see the moon across the water there. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so we are coming up by the waterfront restaurants here. Now, these are really the places that the holidaymakers are going to go in. If you want to find better value and where the locals go, head on down the back streets. But look, we've got a nice little selection of restaurants. We've got a pizza place, we've got El Gauchos, which you can find in other areas of the island too. But just check out the moon tonight rising over the back of El Arenal. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. We've got plenty of people down on the beach this evening watching this full moon, having dinner on the beach. And I just wish I had a better nighttime camera, but wow, I feel actually quite lucky to be here tonight to watch this. Anyway, come on, let's keep walking down. Right next to El Gaucho as well, look, got plenty of people in these restaurants too, and like I said, plenty of people walking down on this waterfront. Now let me know if you are a regular over here in Can Pastilla. Like I said, this resort is just 5-10 minutes away from the airport. It's also a great location as well for a day trip as well if you're coming over to Mallorca for the day. Flying in on the first flight, flying out on the last flight. Got a huge beach here, restaurants, and basically everything to enjoy your day. But look, still got swimmers over here, still got people, look, taking photos, and it's just the perfect summer's evening. And there's a huge party right outside the Bonnet Honor tonight. The Bonnet Honor, they're a surf shop actually. They do rent paddle boards and other water sports equipment, and they've got a great bar. Let's go and take a closer look. Oh, and they've got some great music. Look, big party here, really good atmosphere, and also just turning the camera around, we've got another little selection of restaurants, got plenty of people out, look, in the ice cream place and on the corner. Fantastic atmosphere over here in Can Pastilla this evening. This is one for you doomers and gloomers who've been leaving comments on the channel saying Mallorca's had its day. Well, not over here in Can Pastilla this evening. Anyway, let's keep heading on along the waterfront. I just have to turn the camera around just one more time. Just have a quick look across the water. Okay, so heading away from this area here, look, we've got the Manu restaurant up ahead of me. Look, we've got more surf rentals here. This is actually the rental spot here for the Bonnet Honor. Look, we've got all their kayaks tied up here for the evening. Looking rather lovely down here. And let's just look down over Can Pastilla this evening and the resort. Look, plenty of people pouring through tonight. Oh, I hear some music starting here. Do we have some live music over at the Blue Dune Lounge? Haven't heard very much live music from over here actually in Can Pastilla this evening. As you know, we do get live tributes in many of the resorts, particularly Cala actually. Cala and some of the other big hotels, but yeah, look, they've got their evening entertainment starting now and it is gone at 10:30. You can see where I am. And we have a Percy Sledge tribute this evening. And he doesn't sound too bad, he sounds in tune. Let's have a quick look round. Oh, don't forget, if you are wanting to pop in here, look, it's a completely open area as well. I wonder if we're going to see any other entertainment over here in Can Pastilla tonight, but this is the first for the evening, and that was good timing actually, that was good timing. Just looking to my left here, look, got some of the people going in. Anyway, we're going to keep on going around the point here. I'm heading back in the direction of my car. So go back and check out my videos from this year, from over here in Can Pastilla, and the live streams too. If you want to get an idea of what this resort is like daytime, but this certainly gives you an idea of what it's like in the evening. We're just coming up to another little square here with some people sitting out, a couple of other restaurants and bars. Oh, I hear some more evening entertainment. And we've got a Percy Sledge tribute across the way as well. Got the Legends of Motown in Can Pastilla tonight. Just coming around the back of these little bars and restaurants here. Look, just spin the camera around. And I am coming up to the Vela Lounge. We're outside the Nautic Hotel, and this is their entertainment area. And we've got someone called Juanjo Tor on this evening. He's playing the guitar as well. A few people sitting out. Once again, you can come here and grab yourself a drink. I can see they've got cocktails, and they're open here until 1 o'clock in the morning. So I am loving the atmosphere over here in Can Pastilla tonight. Nice relaxed resort, and how different it is over here when compared to Arenal, a little bit further along the Playa de Palma. Just to say as well, look, the La Taberna, I have had paella from here. It's very, very nice. So we're heading on now in the direction of Cala Estancia Beach. We can see the Mejionera restaurant open this evening. They do great seafood down here. Look, we're right next to the Payasita, and also another fantastic seafood restaurant too. We're right by the Club Nautico, by this little sailing club. And this is another fantastic place to eat. Look, if you want to get some fresh seafood. It's just rapidly approaching Cala Estancia Beach. Let's have a quick look at this place here on my left-hand side. Look, another seafood restaurant. See somebody getting some paella too. And look how pretty Cala Estancia is this evening. You can see all the sunbeds and the beach umbrellas have been stacked up. Another beautiful, beautiful corner of the island, but looking very picturesque at night. And look, I can actually see quite a few people in the water too. Love it, kids making memories this summer. I'm just turning back around here just to give you a quick location check. I'm right outside of the BQ Agmarina Boutique Hotel. Anyway, we're going to keep walking here. Look, more restaurants, more bars, and more lovely views over Cala Estancia this evening. But let's go and check out the bars, which lie just ahead of me as well. Let's go and see how busy these are tonight. It's rather dark actually. I'm just standing holding the camera still here so you can get the best impression of this area. But it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at the view from here. And I'm just panning the camera around from where we've walked from. And with the moon as well, right out in front of me. I mean, look at this, it's just gorgeous. And just coming a little further around the corner here, look, you can see most of the tables have actually been taken down this little stretch of bars and restaurants over here on the far side of Can Pastilla as we come into Cala Estancia. Oh, I see Mel's Bar is open as well. Another British bar that we have down here. Don't forget they do a nice breakfast as well. They do food and snacks. And check out the Mai Tai over here as well. Look, very, very busy. Very, very busy. A little bit hard to see actually. I've come out a little bit late on in the evening, but still great to see. And what do we have here? Look, the sunbed and the beach umbrella debate continues, because right at the end of this bar here, outside of Rocker Beach, we've got some luxury sun lounges. Look, check this out. Now, how lovely is that? They've got the Aperol sign on. There's a little path leading up to them too. This is definitely new for summer 2025. Amazing. Now there is one more place I do want to check out this evening. It's the Puro Beach Club just around the corner. Let's go and take a look. So just leaving Can Pastilla Beach behind. Don't forget to look down some of these side streets. Look, I can see the Can Santiago just up to my right hand side. That looks like a nice little lovely local restaurant. And we have the Contro Corrente. Now, as you may know if you've been following the channel, we do have one of these restaurants over in Palma Nova. The Contro Corrente is an Italian restaurant. Not very busy over this side in Can Pastilla though. I didn't realise that it was part of a chain. In fact, they do have a few little Italians around here. They've got the Bella Pizzeria in here too. Looks like a lovely little friendly place actually. It's all homemade. And as we come around the corner here, we can just see Puro Beach Club in the distance. So while this is more of a daytime club, it is still open. More of a daytime beach club. I can see they've got a party in this evening. Definitely go and check out my live streams and my other previously recorded video if you want to see what this is like. It is quite a peaceful evening venue here, but what is this I hear as I pan the camera around to the Allure Sol? I can hear some live music and entertainment. Let's keep walking around. And look, I can just see a plane taking off here from Palma Airport. This is a great hotel for aeroplane enthusiasts actually. So it sounds like they've got a Gypsy Kings tribute in here this evening. I wonder if we can get in, I'm not quite sure. Let's go and have a look. And I can't go in, there's a gate there, but we can pretty much hear them. A little bit of Andalusian-ish music, guitar music in the Gypsy Kings style. In fact, you can just see the back of them here. Okay everyone, that's just a very quick look at Can Pastilla this evening, and what an amazing atmosphere this resort does have. Like I've said in many of my videos, Mallorca is not Benidorm. You're not going to find the resorts to be completely packed like you would find in Benidorm, but it's got a great atmosphere this evening. Loads of people are out and about and having a good time, and I've actually really enjoyed meeting many of you over here on holiday. Okay everyone, I'm going to drop a couple of videos appearing both here and here on YouTube. I'm also going to head on in the direction of the Playa de Palma now, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already and catch that video. But in the meantime, you can find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.